I'm going to surprise the shit out of some of you people, but right behind me is a brand new engine stand. Yes, I paid too much money for it, but I got it. Just one of those things that I've always kind of wanted one of these. I just never had the, I don't know, I just never needed one that bad that I wanted to actually go out and buy one. But now that I've got the one lonely flathead here from Mr. Heavy Chevy, I kind of want to get it up on the stand so I can move it around. And I think they're just 3/8 bolts, but they're like 4 inches long. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get the bolts. Cody's going to come with the pallet forks, and we're going to pick that bad boy up and we're going to set it on there, hopefully. So yeah, so I'm going to put the camera on that and we'll get started on this motor. I want to see if I want to get it up and level so that I can put the what the hell, somebody's after me. Hold on a second. Okay, so I gotta get the sun on my face. I'm in the building. I am in front of the one lonely flathead that I got from Mr. Heavy Chevy and his family down there. There were some things about the motor that, well, obviously you're probably pretty shocked right now that that motor is up on a stand because, well, it is. I put it there. What I've done now is I have put the heads back on, bolted them down. They got the old head gaskets, and yes, that is never sees all over this engine. So 99% chance that this engine was overhauled and then put someplace and forgotten about. Now, you're probably still calling bullshit on the never sees, but guess what? I'm going to prove to you that it is never sees, because you can see it right there, never sees. Watch this. When I do that, there's the never sees. Okay, so it's all never sees everywhere. You can see it painted on right there. It's never sees. So they've never seized the piss out of this thing. And another spot is right here. Look at this. Never sees, where they put that pulley on. So they also broke off a bolt in there, which was not the most, well, the most thrilling thing for me, because that means I got to chase those threads out before I can put the hand crank gizmo in there. But what I have done is I've kind of mocked it up. Isn't that cool? Fomoco heavy duty oil bath air cleaner. It's an R-Peak special right there. But yeah, so what am I doing here? What I'm doing is I've got the heads on, and I have actually filled the cylinders. The reason I put the heads on and bolted them fast is because I need to get some shit down on that cylinder to get it to loosen up. There is some gunge in this block, believe me. And once I do get it free and turn it over, then I am actually going to take it all apart, and I'm going to pressure wash it, believe it or not. I'm actually going to put a serious degreaser in there. I'm going to pressure wash all the gunge out of it to see how bad it really is, because once it's turning free, it really isn't going to matter what I do to it as far as the you know, water is concerned, because once I start pressure washing it, it should clean up pretty quick. You know, just so I can see whether there's a crack in the block. I don't think there's any cracks in the block because somebody has rebuilt this thing. It actually has hydraulic lifters in it, from what I can see. They're hydraulic. I didn't know that they could put hydraulics in the old flatheads, but apparently they could, because they're there. This is a 36, just like a lot of guys have told me, because this is where the water pumps are at. 1, 2 water pumps. This is a updatable version, from what I understand, that you can actually put the water pumps in here. But I'm not 100% sure, because I'm just learning about this motor. 21 bolt or 21 stud. What I have put in the engine was Marvel's Mystery Oil to begin with, and then I put Power Service diesel fuel conditioner because that is a water dispersant and a cleaner, a heavily duty-deed cleaner. So that it's a heavy duty detergent. So I did that. I dumped that in there. And again, what I'll do is and I'm going to tell you how I'm going to unseize it real quick too. What I'm going to do is I'm going to see how that works. I doubt that I'm going to be able to break it loose by putting something on there other than, I don't know how I'm going to do that. But to break this loose, what I'm going to do is I'm going to thread in a pipe nipple. I believe that the threads are pipe threads. If they're not, I'm going to find out what the thread pattern is. But anyways, I'm going to thread that in there. I'm going to find one that is on its way down the cylinder, and I'm going to fill it with grease. And I'm going to pump grease into it, and that, my friend, will break it loose. So it'll probably take me a little bit to get the oil pan down, but there's no sense beating on a piston or anything if all I need to do is fill one of those pistons up with grease. The valves will seat pretty good because guess what? They've been ground. They're new valves in this thing, believe it or not, or reground valves. And so when I put the pressure to the grease, that should actually break loose the other cylinders, and then I'll just pop that back off, and I should be able to turn the thing over and get it loosened up. Of course, then the grease is going to come back out. Well, grease is cheap because I'll buy the cheapest grease I can get my hands on. But anyway, so that's the update on the Flathead Ford V8 1936 model. Where it's going to go, well, that's a secret because I have a plan. I will be joining the garage band or the garage guys, or the garage group or whatever the heck they call themselves. 63 Impala, Art Peak, Mr. Heavy Chevy, Tow Wrecker, all those guys. It's going to be one lonely farmer is going to be indulging into the car world. So, anyways, and that's the plan. So, brace yourself, boys. I'm on my way. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out onelonelyfarmer.com. Link should probably be in the description below, but it probably is not.